Hey, Rick, you're back. And today we're back with more Let's Play Sly One. And the last video, you probably wondered, oh, that abruptly cut off. Yeah, because the friggin' phone died. So, that's fun. Luckily, I made a backup. That's why I said I should make a backup of my save file. Yeah, that's why. So I had to load this one, save it, copy it, and save it here. So, yeah, because of that crap. Luckily, I did that. Luckily, this is a game you can do that. So I'm just gonna play this again because why not? I'm just gonna start from here though.
I am. Moon 7.
The hardest part is those electricity that appear. That's probably the hardest part of this whole thing.
Never.
That part right there can be a bit annoying.
Have a team.
This part really is barely a threat because the laser beams aren't that easy to dodge those ones. And if you dodge all these, then if you touch one of them, you're barely gonna have any issue here. Oh, I managed to touch one, but we're fine. And as usual, beat me clockwork.
You will never be with me.
Oh, I like how he's talking when his head's literally decapitated, but okay.
It took some tricky maneuvering.
And there we go.
I managed to snatch that last piece.
Now I can actually watch the cutscene.
From Clockwork's claw. I had taken down each member of the Fiendish Five: Raleigh, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, Panda King, and finally Clockwork. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, but they stuck with me through it all. Murray, boy, it took a lot of guts for him to get out in the field with me. I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known. Thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that rooftop in Paris. A guy couldn't ask for a better gang of friends. Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore. Now that Clockwork's death ray is out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there. But instead, she was true to her word and gave me that 10-second head start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I felt bad leaving her stranded on a giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long before we'd see each other again.
And that's the game. So, well, actually, the game is not technically over because you have to get the secret ending, which gives you the full, the extra better ending. This game doesn't have a bad ending though. Both endings are good, but the book is still not finished. So, but since we're at the credits, technically you have beaten the game, yeah, but there's a better. You have to get more pages to get to 100%. Well, 100% endings getting all the time trials. I guess you can call it just the better ending percent, because it's not you don't need all the time trials to get the better ending. That's kind of weird though. But this game, my thoughts on this game, yeah, I like this game a lot. My favorite Sly Cooper game is Sly 2. This is my second favorite, and Sly 3 is my third favorite. Because Sly 3 is, but we're not talking about that one, but I like this game, Sly is too gimmicky in some parts of that game. There's too many weird things they throw at the game, and it can be, a lot of it's good, but not all of it hits. Not all of it hits, though. This game, though, it knows what it wants to be. It's a stealth game. You dodge things. It's a 3D collect kind of platformer, collect stuff. Like, it's basically the vein of Crash Bandicoot. It's the same vein as Crash. It's basically, if you like Crash Bandicoot, you would like this game, because it's a lot like Crash. In fact, it's even... If Crash is probably more harder, yeah. It's more like rewarding well, it's not like it's like Crash 2. It's more like Crash 2, but way easier. But Crash 2 is not hard either. But yeah, overall it's a great game.
I hate to tell you this, Sly, but the Phoebius Raccoonus isn't fully restored. You're gonna have to go back and unlock all the vaults to find the pages you're missing. There is some good news, though. A friend of mine in Japan just sent me this really cool movie. And guess what? It's all about us.
いやー危なかった。ま、カルマリータちゃんには悪いけど、今回も俺様たちの勝ちだ。このデータファイルがあれば、父ちゃんの敵が撃てる。あれはまだ俺が子供の頃だ。よく父ちゃんの膝の上で遊んでたっけ。俺様の一族は代々伝わる義族の家系。そして受け継がれた技をまとめたのがこのラクーナの伝承。その洗練を極めた忍びの技。だがそこには必ず守らなければいけない厳しい掟があった。義族たる者、名誉にかけて狙うは悪党のみ。善人からは奪わない。ところが俺様が秘伝書を受け継ぐことになった夜、突然5人のギャングがやってきた。奴らは俺を守ろうとした父ちゃんを、そしてとうとう見つけ出してしまったんだ。大切なラクーナの秘伝書を。奴らは俺様の全てを奪いやがった。きっと中に書かれた技を使って悪いことをしでかすに違いねえ。そして俺様は一人ぼっち町の孤児院に入った。だがここで素晴らしい仲間に出会ったんだ。天才発明家、頼れる相棒ベントへ、そしてマーレ。食いしん坊でちょっとドジだがまあ憎めない弟分さ。仲間と一緒に俺様は父ちゃんの敵を討ち、そして秘伝書を取り返す。クーパーの名前に恥じない義族になれるか、それとも失敗してご先祖の顔に泥を塗るのか。さあ俺様たちの運命はどっちだ。
Alright, so that cutscene is just the Japanese version. I didn't want to watch that, I've seen it so many times. But yeah, it's a Japanese version of the game opening cutscene. That if you beat the game, just beat the game normally, you will unlock this. So now you're probably wondering, how do I unlock these other free movies? Well, get to that. So now, we need to go back. As you remember, we could not open that last vault previously, remember? Well, now that we met and beat the boss, the bird that created it, now we can now go here and get our vault. Because it's called game padding. Even though, technically, there's no excuse why I can't get it during the game. Nope, we gotta do this now. Go all the way through the level twice. I have to go get the vault open and then do the time trial. But that's okay, because I'm fine with that. It's just I don't know why I can't just do it all in one perfect run. That's kind of silly, but okay.
Freeze, raccoon!
How can I freeze when my
And since
car-
you've already seen this, I'm gonna skip this.
Shut up, ringtail. I don't know.
Okay, we'll get the vault open. Yeah, I'll record this part again, because I can talk more about the game a little bit now. Yeah, I do like this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a 3D it's not collective fun, but it's basically Crash Bandicoot, but it's Sly. It's not much to say about this game, but my complaints with this game, you don't steal anything. That's the very obvious thing. Is all the stuff you're taking is stuff that you had. I don't know if the makers of this game, Sucker Punch, notices this, but taking what's yours isn't stealing. Like, that's not stealing. I mean, Sly 2, you don't steal stuff, and that's not technically stealing either. You're taking the bird back. Okay, spoil it. You're taking stuff back, the clockwork wings back, because to stop, evil, to protect things, blah blah. That's not just sneaking and stealing, but there is heists you do in that game, and the way you do it is thieving. Also, you can steal money from guards, but I'm not gonna get too much into it. But the sequel does add a lot of extra stuff to this game, to the Sly formula. But when I get around to playing that game, you're gonna see that game does improve all the thieving and elements improve, like in Sly 2. There's some stuff in Sly 2 that I don't like though, but we'll get. There's only a couple stuff though. It's my favorite Sly game out of all three of the Sly games. It's my favorite one, but it doesn't have its issues. Okay, why is the camera not following properly? That's weird. It's not panning correctly where it's supposed to be going. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Yeah, it is kind of weird. It's not panning properly. Alright, there we go. Now we can actually open this.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
We've done it.
Multiple blood vessels burst in my brain while figuring this out. The code had better be 231. Amazing! Colonel Reed Cooper's time stopper technique. Press the triangle button and execute a flashbang that will stun all guards in the world for a few seconds. I can see how this might be useful and entertaining too.
Oh, it's definitely entertaining. It's kind of cool actually. I'll show it off in the bonus video. And here's the 100%
At long
better
last, the Thievius Raccoon is restored to its original state. The first time I held the whole thing under my arm since I was 8 years old. The same weight that all my ancestors had felt beneath their arms as they had passed it on. Although, while other family members may have been great thieves, they all inherited the book. I got a chance to earn it. I had taken down the Fiendish Five, having used the moves my ancestors taught me, and become a master thief along the way. The time had come for me to chronicle my own adventures into the great book. This is gonna be fun.
And that's the game. Well, okay, we beat the game again apparently, so and you have to sit through this a second time, so I guess I can talk about, I don't know. I believe said everything I have in this Let's Play. I can't think of anything else to talk about right now. We've talked a lot during this Let's Play. Well, let's see. Yeah, the game actually is, I don't know, I have nothing else to say. I've said, yeah, it's a good game. It's a fun platformer, it's a fun, you collect stuff, it's pretty good. The sequel does add extra stuff to what you will see, so I'm looking forward to that. But we're not going to be playing the sequel, though. Like, for a while, though. Like I said, I'm just starting out this Let's Play series. Okay, we'll talk about that. We're just starting out this Let's Play series, as you know. I've not done these before. So I'm not going to record games that are very long. Just because I want to ease into this stuff. And I'm definitely not going to record games I never played. I'm never going to do blind Let's Plays. That's not fun for me, because I don't know how to play it. And I don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to figure something out on camera when it'd be too much cutting. I don't want to do that. Any more do I have any ideas for more Let's Plays? Yeah, I might play Madagascar 2 actually, because that's a game that we said I'll do Let's Play. I said like 3 years ago I might do Let's Play of this game at some point. Yeah, I did. Maybe we'll play that game. Maybe. But if you guys have any games you want me to Let's Play, and you have any ideas, you can always leave it. You can always leave a comment down below in the description.
You've done it, Sly!
It's always available.
The Thievius Raccoonus is complete! Now, try beating all the Master Thief sprints to unlock the designer's commentary. Once you've unlocked them all, I've got a special behind-the-scenes movie to show you.
Yeah, check out this fascinating behind-the-scenes movie. You remember that glitch? When he wouldn't stop saying that, you remember that? Oh man. Yeah, that's a pretty rare voice bug, where the game acts that weird. Yeah, the game can do really weird stuff like that, but that's pretty rare. Check out this fascinating behind the scenes move. Check out this, yeah, remember when he kept getting stuck on that? Okay, now we have to do the time trial, so let's do that. We have to make oh, here's the tech. We're not gonna that's gonna be a bonus video. Here we go. Oops. Okay, so let's do the time trial, and this one is actually this one's actually very easy. This one is pretty straightforward, so thankfully. All you gotta do is just make it to the end of this course of Carmelita. It's not much ways you can mess up on this. I mean, you still can though, but it's pretty easy. It's just kind of a side scroller part, so not too hard to do this part. And then I say that when I could screw up because it's a Let's Play, I might mess up. But this whole Let's Play, we really haven't had too much problems with this. Only a couple parts I've gotten mad at it, but as you know, this game does have its difficult parts, and I've been playing this game for over 10 years at this, 15 years at this point. There's some parts of this game that still make me annoyed, but luckily for the most part, this game is pretty damn easy. A lot of the time trials are just play a level as fast as you can. That's the problem. Just use that and use a lot of skips and use your wall move a lot. And like when you want to fall down, swipe like that. That saves time. So there's a lot of things you can use. Like right here, you roll a bit. I don't know. But this time trial is not strict though. This one, you see, I'm not rushing too much. Like I'm not really booking it because this one's not as strict as the other ones. This one's actually pretty easy. Yeah, this time trial was actually pretty simple. I won't be surprised if it was supposed to be hard, but the makers of Sucker Punch, the Sucker Punch, they probably realized maybe Carmelita shoots those glass things down, and those glass windows, she has to break them. It's a bit of a slow process for her to shoot them, so maybe they couldn't balance it out properly. So they're probably like, you know what, screw this. We're gonna make it like an easy time, because I can see why it was probably hard for them to balance out Carmelita's shot, because she doesn't shoot always. She didn't shoot very well, so they probably had to somehow make the timer less strict. I don't know. It's just my guess on that. As you can see, we're at the end, and we still have like that much time. Most time trials, if you notice with this game, you're at like 10 seconds left or something. This one, we're still at 20 something. And I'm not rushing. This one's not that difficult. What is the problem though is this part. There's a bug where when you want to get in this little red, the waypoint doesn't always work when you go into it. That time it worked. Okay, now here is your reward for beating all the time trials. If you beat all these time trials, you unlock a behind the scenes of Sly One. Now this is on YouTube. You can just look it up now. It's not 2002 anymore. But if you want to unlock this yourself, yes, beat all the time trials, and if you did exactly if you actually it's a bit practice with these, but if you manage to complete all the time trials, you unlock a behind the scenes of Sly One. So let's sit down and watch. Grab your popcorn and drinks. Let's watch this.
Excellent, Sly! You've beaten all the Master Thief sprints and unlocked all the designer's commentary. Check out this fascinating behind-the-scenes movie.
Let's watch it now. Now it starts.
How should I describe Sly Cooper? He's charismatic, suave, debonair, cool,
Slick, fast, stealthy, athletic. He's a daredevil.
Sly Cooper is charming thievery. We started with the idea that we wanted to do an action game where the primary character was a thief. The choice of a raccoon was a pretty natural fit in terms of, obviously the mask being in place, being, as Dev would say, a creature of the night.
We very early on wanted to make a game that looked and felt like a cartoon, but was one step closer to realism rather than flat and graphic. We started experimenting with different ways we could bring this character to life, cell shading, how to make it feel like a cartoon but still feel like a great 3D game. We want it to actually look like it was inked and painted, and we want the backgrounds to be, really lush and have a painted look, so it looks like it's a living animated episode that you've been thrown into.
When you look at the game initially, the first thing that draws you in is the beautiful art style and lush, very, very lush look of the environments. But when you actually play the gameplay itself is lush as well. The original conception of the Sly character was a much more realistic raccoon, chubby and not quite as live as the character is now, and it kind of evolved as we went along.
Once we got to that part where he kind of evolved into what he is now, my main job was
What is he, a Pokemon? He
try
evolves?
to put every
What is he,
bit
a
of
Pokemon?
geekiness into him that I could. He was kind of tiptoeing, and he's really like rearing back to like ease his foot forward, trying to keep all his weight back so his foot falls softly on the ground, and really try to hone his personality through subtleties in the movement and really try to push the thiefiness.
Is we wanted Sly to feel really agile. We wanted him to feel like Sly could do the most amazing physical feats. You want to let the player of the game feel like they're a thief. Not like a real thief, like you wish thieves were.
Sly Cooper's story is really cool. He comes from a long line of super raccoon thieves.
And the source of their kind of thieving greatness is this book called the Thievius Raccoonus. It's this incredibly valuable heirloom that is stolen from Sly's family when he's very young. He has come of age, and now he feels it's his noble duty to take back the Thievius Raccoonus. Sly has two buddies, Bentley and Murray.
Bentley provides a lot of the plans for their missions. He does a lot of things that are very important for Sly to complete his missions. Murray has a huge case of Sly envy. He wants to be Sly in the worst possible way, and he has absolutely none of the capabilities to do it.
A hero's only as good as his villains. We wanted to create villains, making them dangerous, making them menacing, making them goofy, just giving them as much personality as Sly Cooper.
It's a super high bar being in the action-adventure category. I mean, all of the greatest games, the best games that are out there are all action-adventures.
The genre is such that you have to really excel in every single phase of the game. Going from saying Sly should be sneaky to actually having him feel sneaky in the game is hard. You have to start and you have to get the animation right, then you have to figure out how the engine's going to play the animation and how it gets affected by where he is and what he's doing and how the player can feel in control at the same time.
People are doing shoot-em-ups and things with, big weapons and things like that. And this is all about character. So you can get the feeling of, I am Sly and I'm sneaking around. Anytime we can exploit anything in the environment, build it in a way that, as Sly's running over, it might seem more stealthy. We completely exploit that.
And our golden rule is whatever is thiefier wins.
If you want to make a game that looks different, the PS2 gives you the opportunity to do that.
As a programmer, it has a ton of tools for solving all sorts of different types of technical problems.
A big focus for us has been in getting our tool set to the point where the artists were really unconstrained.
Artists will come to us with, they want the game to look this way, or boy, can we have a line around all the characters, the cell shading that we do, or how can we do the lighting models so that things that are bright have certain colors on them. And they have a lot of really cool ideas, and I and the other people on the programming team work on trying to get the technology put in place so that we can make those ideas happen.
What we were able to do was put together our own lighting algorithm in the vector units and then do the same thing for the cell borders that we put around all our characters. We could get it to all run super fast and have it all look different than other games. That was really our goal from the start, was to have a game which looked different.
It's been an interesting process building a team to build a game like this.
It's been great working with such a dedicated group of people. I've never really worked with a group I think as hardcore as this.
It really does require unbelievably talented artists, unbelievably talented programmers, and unbelievably talented designers.
How you doing?
The designers, I think, have done a wonderful job of giving players the experience of sneaking and being a thief, and at the same time making the designs accessible to people so that you don't need to be a super gamer in order to play it, although there are tons of things that are in the game for those people.
We're making a game that anyone can play.
You can't just have great art, you can't just have great code, you can't just have great characters, you gotta have it all.
It's not about just how the game looks, it's about how the game plays and how the player experiences it. And it's all about having fun.
You can make a really cool character, but if he's not fun to play, it's not worth doing.
Sly is cool, he's collected, he's adventurous.
Sly is Sly. It is not a misnomer.
That's behind the scenes of Sly One. Did you enjoy it? I did. I think that's a cool... I've seen it so many times. I love that you unlock that. It's pretty cool. Yes, it's on YouTube, but it's cool you can unlock it, though. There's more of these time trials that you're supposed to unlock. Someone's going to say that. Yes, I know that. But I'm playing the Butchered Collection, so... We're not going to see that. But luckily, I'm going to probably... in the bonus video, I'm going to probably go and play the PS2 version and play a little bit of it, because I'm not going to have to set the game just to show you that, all the stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and probably, I might not though, because you guys, but I might go ahead and play some time trials, because I do have the game on PC. I have a copy of the game too, but I'm gonna probably play it on the PS2 emulator since I have access to that and I like playing on all. Well, I can play this game on emulation too. There's an RPCS free or whatever it's called, but I like to use my disc sometimes because I don't know, because sometimes it does funny. Anyway, so now we unlocked all of it. Now there's one thing it does not show you, which is the ads for the game and some commercials and stuff. So we might as well show you that one too.
What was that all about?
Sly Cooper, he's one cunning, devious raccoonus. Rated E for everyone.
Oh, this is bad.
Sly Cooper, he's one cunning, devious raccoonus. Rated E for everyone.
Point out a couple of pictures and then go home. Anybody you recognize here? Nah. Huh? I don't hang out with animals, man. I don't
Which one is he? Does this ring a bell? Which one? You're sitting here lying to me, wasting my time. You're a liar, and I know you're a liar. Watch me here. Is it this one? How about that one, huh?
Sly Cooper, he's one cunning, devious raccoonus. Rated E for everyone.
Welcome to the commercial outtakes for Sly Cooper. He's one cunning, devious raccoonus. He's also one pretty bad actor. Okay, cameras rolling and action.
What was that all about?
Okay, no. Can we get him to stop licking? Or where's he going? Where is he going? Can you look at the camera? Not at you? Right, what is he reaching for? The star? What is that? Alright, he's chewing an egg or... Is he gonna hurt her? Come back here. Is it fleas? Oh, that's crazy. I'll move the stick. Okay, he's not supposed to eat the peanuts. Could someone get another raccoon in?
Oh, this is bad.
Okay, smoke. Okay, less smoke.
So that's the commercials. So there we go. Now I would have put that in a bonus video, but since the game forcefully lets you watch the behind the scenes of Sly, I thought whatever. I'll just show both of them in this video. Yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna save that. The town trials, I don't think I'm gonna show it off because, I don't know. I kind of wanna focus on the PS3. What we're playing on this right now, so maybe it's fine right now. But yeah, if you in the PS2 version, you do unlock a lot more stuff for beating the town. Every time you beat a town trial, you can go back to a level and it will ask you to press the L or R button when the level starts, and it will play commentary of how the level was created. Yes, it's sick as hell. Like, it will literally play commentary. So if you go to levels, not the mini games, like, because there are no time trials for these, but all the levels, yeah, you can go in the level and then you press L1 or R1, whatever, and it will let you listen to them while you play the level. That's pretty sick. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this. I'm going to be back for the bonus video, and then we're done.